Do a buyer presentation and show your worth. Like, you're going to look at the things that are important to them. So prove your value. And before you start selling, before you start showing, do a buyer's consult. I'm taking a different approach. Typically what I do at these events is I go into system overload. I try to write down everything they say, and I just like inundate myself, and then I never look back at the notes, and it's chaos. So I've decided I'm only writing down like something that hits me hard. And then if it hits me hard, I'll write it down. And then pictures, I'm only taking pictures if I feel like I can provide them back to you or back to the Uprisers. The Uprisers is my organization at my brokerage. And so like yesterday, I posted a thing in there about this guy had presented about buyer's agency agreement. And he was talking all about the commission lawsuits and all that, and how his projection of how things might change in the future. And the one thing that stuck out hardcore for me was that he said, treat your buyers exactly like you treat your sellers. Okay. If you're going to go to a listing appointment and you're going to list the house, like you've won the listing. What is the first thing you do when you've won the listing?
Get the contract signed.
Get it signed.
You get your listing agreement signed, right?
Talk about my commission.
Yes.
Buyer's agency contract.
Hey, I'm Robin Mann, and I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been in the business 8.5 years, and I do about 25 million as a solo agent, and that translates to around 60 deals or so. I've closed a home a week every week since 2016, and no paid ads, all organic networking via door knocking, Facebook. Those are the big ones, referrals.
So that was the thing that has been said here repeatedly. The thought pattern is you're not going to go list a house, right? You're not taking pictures, measuring it, advertising it, putting it on MLS unless you have a listing agreement, right? Same thing. Buyer's agent, what they're saying is treated exactly the same. I would dare to say our group, unless you've been in the industry longer than maybe 10, 15 years, we did not or don't, and I could be wrong, most of us don't sit down and do a buyer's consult, like a buyer's presentation. In the beginning, when I was doing real estate, like in the very beginning, I did do buyer's consultations. And if you go into your brokerage websites, most likely they have a buyer's presentation that you can plug and play with. And what the buyer presentation is it presents your value, just like you're presenting your value when you do a listing. So it says, here's what I do for you. And like I sell that I'm a bulldog. I wake up and my job is I want to find a house before you find it. I don't want you sending me the Zillow leads or the Realtor.com stuff. I want to be like, ooh, this one's getting ready to hit. And I talk to them about my negotiating skills. I talk to them about my team that supports and makes their life more manageable. So do a buyer presentation and show your worth. You will go knock on doors if you need. You will do Facebook ads, or you will do Google ads, or you will do whatever it is that you do special. You will look at the picture before we go see the house and see if it has chicken factories next door. And are you okay with that? Like, you're going to look at the things that are important to them. So prove your value. And before you start selling, before you start showing, do a buyer's consult. Like, go through the forms. Because then when they walk into an open house or they walk into a new construction and they say, do you have an agent? You're going to have that answered. Yes. Loney Lukey works for me, right? So do your presentation to them. Bring them in, love on them. And then what they talked about in terms of commissions, what I thought was interesting, the lending place that they're talking from, they're saying that they believe that mortgages are going to start, or commissions are going to start being part of the mortgage. It might be a second loan, or it might be a sub loan, or it might be that you just throw that extra money into the loan. But for the buyer's agent, that could be something that's coming down the pike. It's not approved yet. It's just discussion. But if for some reason it goes away, if you have 5 deals that you make a offer on, and you've got the best deal, but they won't pay 2%, 5%, whatever it is, to you as a buyer's agent, and you pull the deal, most likely the sellers are going to go, oh, okay, wait, we'll do that. Like, there's going to be some negotiation time. So anywho, that was a very interesting conversation to listen to. Thanks for being here. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a great day. I hope this was helpful. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow.